he was known as? But no, he was known as something else besides Artaxerxes. The fourth king shall be richer than them all. Was that? No. The fourth king that shall be richer than them all.
Not Codomanus, right?
I mean, we went through this in Daniel 11 chapter, but I'll look it up and give you the other name. But his main name, I believe, was Darius the First. Ahasuerus was one name, but I believe he had another name. I could be wrong. But his name that's known in history is Xerxes, and in the movie, Xerxes the First. And in the movie, he was called Xerxes. So that was the fourth king that were richer than the other three before him. And he was a Persian. That's when the Persians were in power. All right? Because after the end of him, that's when Alexander the Great came on the scene. Because during the time of King Leonidas, that was just a foothold into breaking down Xerxes' kingdom, which his kingdom went down based upon prophecy. What I meant to say was Xerxes the First. All right? You go ahead.
Yeah, pursuant to Wikipedia, it also says here Xerxes the Great, which was, like you said, the fourth king of kings of Persia.
Right, he was also known as Ahasuerus.
Yeah, Ahasuerus, yeah.
Yeah, well, you go into the story of Mordecai and Esther. You know, he lived during that. He lived during that time period, and that was that king. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It says, verse 6. After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. After this I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible.
That other beast that you just read about, read that again. That's Alexander the Greek.
After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it.
Yeah, the 4 heads represent the 4 rulers that came out of, that ruled underneath Alexander. Go ahead.
After this I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things.
Right. Ultimately, it's talking about America. But when that fourth beast came on the scene, it came on the scene after the downfall of the Greeks.
That's right. That's right.
So that was the Roman Empire.
Right.
So now when you go back to the Apocrypha and read what you just read in the 12th chapter.
All right, 2 Esdras 12 and 10. And he said unto me, this is the interpretation of the vision. The eagle whom thou sawest come up from the sea is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel.
Yeah, and we just read that in Daniel the 7th chapter. And that was the Roman Empire.
Right.
So he should have explained that was talking about the Roman Empire.
That's right.
Because he kept hopping on the fact that it was the eagle. Well, when you go back to the history of Rome, the Roman Empire, what symbol did it carry around?
The eagle.
The eagle.
Yeah, they even made a movie called The Eagle.
Right.
It says, the eagle whom thou sawest come up from the sea is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel. But it was not expounded unto him. Therefore now I declare it unto thee. Behold, the days will come that there shall rise up a kingdom upon earth, and it shall be feared above all the kingdoms that were before it.
Now remember, this is Esdras, and this was about 500 years before the birth of the Lord. So when the Roman Empire came on the scene, it was about 450 years around that time when the Roman Empire came into power. So that's what he's talking about. He's talking about approximately 500 years in the future. Go ahead.
In the same shall 12 kings reign.
Yeah, because let's go to the United States. How many kings reigned? How many kings reigned in which are presidents?
That's
Were there
right.
12?
No,
Were there 12?
no, there was more.
There was more. The current president that's in office today is what is that? The 44th president, the 44th president, man. So that's not talking about America. Ultimately, America came out of the Roman Empire. In other words, the system, like in Rome, you have a Senate. All right, you have the plebeians and the patricians, which today you have the Democrats and the Republicans. The plebeians represented in today's system of America, that would be the Democrats, the liberals, the lower classes. The patricians, what's the word patrician come from fathers, going back to the Republicans, because they like to use that term patriot, father. So back then, the Republicans today, back then, they were known as, like I said, the patricians. The Democrats back then were known as the plebeians. And the word plebeians, look it up, it stems from the word people. Like you have a place in Colorado called Pueblo, Colorado. Pueblo, Colorado, if I'm saying it right. And the word Pueblo, excuse me, is a tongue twister to me. It means people. It's Spanish for people. All right?
I got something to back you up.
Go ahead.
This is from Wikipedia, and I just typed up 12 Caesars. It says the 12 Caesars is considered very significant in antiquity and remains a primary, here's a tongue twister, and remains a primary source on Roman history. Now
That's right. There was 12 major Caesars. Then there were other inferior Caesars.
That's right.
All right?
They also
Under feathers, yep.
They also give you the names of the 12 Caesars. If I may, I'll read it for you. Julius Caesar, Augustus, Tiberius, Caligula, Claudius, Nero, Galba, Otho, Vitellius, Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian.
Those are the main ones, all right? All right, go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 10. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and one is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7, and goeth into perdition.
And that's America. So you basically you just jumped over history, man. You what about the Roman Empire? Now let's go back and read that again in 2nd Esdras.
2nd Esdras chapter 12, verse 14. In the same shall 12 kings reign, one after another, whereof the second shall begin to reign, and shall have more time than any of the 12.
Now what is that? If that's talking about America, then who is that second that shall reign more time than all the rest? What's that talking about, Nate?
That's FDR, brother.
Yeah, that's FDR. It's got to be FDR. Yep. Yeah, that's FDR. It ain't FDR. I ain't going to tell you who it is.
That's right.
I'll just throw it at you so you can make a counter to this video and tell me who it is.
Which you ain't going to do.
And then once you tell me who it is, then you know that it's talking about the Roman Empire. The pagan, ancient Roman Empire. All right?
Damn.
And this goes out to you brothers, brothers out there in GMS. Y'all should know.
Right.
Y'all should know the answer to that question about who's the guy. To read again.
Whereof the second shall begin to reign, and shall have more time than any of the 12.
And then Gabar gave you the answer.
Yeah.
We just gave you the answer.
Yeah. I didn't mean to.
And it's not FDR. It's not FDR. I wasn't talking about FDR. It wasn't talking about America, right? Because wait a minute. Hold up. It said there was 12 of them, right? Put in FDR, man. Let's see what he had to be the second. He was the second president after George Washington, right? Let's see what lineup was he?
Yeah, I'm going to it now.
Nate, I wasn't even thinking about you, man. I was watching your video and whatnot, and then that record,
Like the record,
the needle fell off the record when I heard that. I said, what? I said, let me go back. I said, this guy's going off again, man.
Don't look too good for Nate. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Franklin Delano Roosevelt